assess after each weekend, like I'm sure you were assessing last weekend on Sunday, how would you assess that as far as rank that as far as the weekend goes that you played this year?
Yeah, it was one of our better weekends. As far as a consistency level, I thought we were, if asked, better on Friday night, I think overall, but I thought we did a really good job defensively on Saturday night. With scoring chances, we only gave them 7. And again, only gave Quinnipiac 7 as well. So we've made a jump there, which we need to do come this push/playoff time.
So with everyone, any team, any sport, they're always saying, we're hoping we're playing our best hockey, basketball, whatever, at the end of the season. Do you think this team is transitioning towards that point?
Based on last weekend, yes. I do feel that, or you can see our team feels that. Just the way we practiced the past Monday and Tuesday. We'll see what today and tomorrow bring. But it's a good start in the right direction. But I think everyone in that room, every coach will tell you that's on staff, will say that we've got, we're far from perfect.
One of the things you guys have maintained all season, despite all the crazy inconsistencies from Friday, Saturday, what have you, your top 2 lines have been pretty stable all season. Has there been a point this year where you've thought about maybe tinkering with those 2 lines just to keep things fresh or interesting? Or what can you say about what they've done as far as just sticking together?
Here's what's going to tell you. Already changed them up.
Yes.
and we did that. And we did that the other night. So I'm sure your keen eye picked up on that, Mike.
Well,
so
I go by the line charts.
yes, I bet you do. Yeah, that's right. We're not the National Hockey League, so we're not rotating period by period. Sometimes sometimes we have to, but it's mostly going into games. But these guys, hey, it's February, so we have changed, and we're going to tinker until we find, the perfect recipe.
But in the meantime, your top line was on the ice for the game when you play at the end of that game.
I should ask you, who's our top line?
Well, it was based on the line charts, I would say yes.
Well, who's yes? Who's your top line? Because our top line has changed throughout the year.
Cole, Ryan, and
So I agree with you.
Liam.
I agree with you. Then that line hasn't changed. And then we've changed Brett Vidmar and, Rinaldi up a bit. Put Jack Adams up there, and Anthony's gone down with Taylor and Fuzi. So we'll see how that one, plays out. I never know.
Where does the Cole line work together well? I mean, how do those guys kind of mesh together?
I think they bring a nice combination. They really do. I think Ryan Walker is one of our smartest hockey players. Works hard, puts himself in good positions. Every time he shoots it, when he does, it's he's got the high percentage shooting. So I think he's second our team in goals. I wish a few of our other guys would take notice of that. And then Cole's just so consistent. You know what you get every game, and that's a nice feeling if you're playing with him. And then Liam is, again, another smart hockey player that has got an excellent shot, that puts himself in positions to score. And he leads a team in goals because of it.
Do you feel a little bit easy going into Colgate knowing that you shut them out this season already? Or is it every game is different?
I think if you ask, well, you're asking me, but you're going to ask our coaching staff, we feel a little more uneasy going into Colgate knowing what happened. Probably what Don Vaughn said coming in here after we got beat by Cornell 4-0 in our worst game of the year is the next night, look out. And that's exactly what happened. So we have to be ready for that.
So you don't envision this team looking past Friday night to Cornell?
No, I don't. I don't. We don't have time for that. We really don't have time for that, and that's on our staff to make sure that these guys are focused on one game at a time.
That will be addressed.
Oh yes, yes it will.
you're never comfortable as long as there's still some season left, but the progress you guys made in the standings last week was a little bit of breathing room between 8 and 9, which is pretty big. It'd be different if it was 6 and 7 or something like that. Does that give you guys a little bit of relief or breathing room or
No,
comfort?
not at all. It's nice, and we're happy for the guys. But at the same token, yeah, I think one win and we would get 8th, but we're not looking for 8th place. We're not celebrating for 8th place. You know, we're shooting for 5. I think I read where we couldn't get 4. Is that true?
No, as far as I know, the only thing you guys can't get is, I think you can't get 4. But
Why is
I don't
that?
know what the tiebreaker is, because mathematically you still could tie
Right.
2 of those.
I'm not sure what wizard figured that out.
College hockey.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that one because there's still a lot of points left. Maybe they're just smarter than the rest of us. Who knows?
Well, they didn't show their work, so I.
Exactly. Exactly.
Is this the time of the year, I guess you want to be hearing stuff like that as you get towards the end, right?
Yeah, consistency is something we've sort of been struggling with. Obviously, throughout the year, it's been a bit of a roller coaster, so it was good to have 2 good showings there on Friday and Saturday night this weekend, so we're going to need that if we want to keep on playing.
What was the reason you think that there was consistency? Is it just that you guys realized that you're getting down to it and we got to start?
Yeah, it could be. It's something that we talk about a lot, so it comes with practice every day, just sort of making sure we bring the same effort to practice every day so that that'll translate into games. So I think, that ended up helping us out a lot this weekend.
Can you walk us through Liam's game-winning goal last Saturday? Just kind of what you saw from your vantage point, what you were trying to do.
Yeah, the puck went back to the point. I remember Greg got it and had a little spin-around on his backhand to get it back down low. It ended up making its way over to Walks in the corner. He sort of threw a puck on net, bounced up. I remember seeing it just sitting on the goal line behind the goalie's legs. I was on the wrong side of the goalie, so I was glad Liam was able to get to it and just sort of poke it home there for us.
Their goalie sounded like, their coach was saying that he thought you might have made contact with their goalie a little bit. Or is that your?
Maybe. Maybe. Luckily, the officials, I guess, were on our side with that one. So.
You almost think there might be a call.
I didn't really think about that as much on that play, but maybe when you're in it, you don't think about it as much. I'm sure if I was on the other end of it, maybe I would have thought the same thing as them. But
How good has your line been this year, and what do Ryan and Liam kind of bring to the table that makes it fun for you to be in the same unit?
yeah, they help out a ton on draws, pocket battles. They help me out a ton there, which is huge. And then Walks on the forecheck, and Liam's been able to find the back of the net here, especially recently. So playing with those guys, they make it easier for us. Playing in the offensive zone is definitely a bit more fun than the D zone, and they help us get out of there as quick as we can. So I think just them helping out all over the ice just makes it easier for us.
Is it an advantage to kind of be with the same guys all season because you just know each other so well, or is there something to be said with maybe shuffling guys around a little bit?
Yeah, I guess we've sort of done both here in years past. There's been a little bit of everything, so you sort of gotta do with whatever Coach Bennett sort of sets you up with. But yeah, it's definitely nice playing with the same guys for an extended period of time here. You definitely have an idea of what they like to do, what they want to do. If you can get the puck to them in certain spots, and then they'll do the same for you. So it's nice.
What was different going into last weekend that Coach said he thought was the best weekend that you guys have had? Like, was the mentality different? Did you guys feel better, or what worked out for you guys last weekend?
I think we just sort of stuck to what we talked about last weekend. Finally, we do a lot of sort of game planning and talking. This is what we want to do. This is how we want to execute. And a lot of times it hasn't gone how we wanted, but I think this weekend we were able to sort of put the talk into action and then execute, so it worked out for us.
So is that the mindset going into this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. I think last weekend was a good example of what we can do, so hopefully we're going to need to bring that into this weekend because we got 2 tough tests.
So looking at this weekend with those 2, last time you played them, I think Coach said Cornell was one of the worst games you guys played. Colgate, one of the best. How are those 2 teams challenging to you guys?
Yeah, well, both big, heavy teams, so it's certainly going to be a battle going up there. It's never easy. Cornell's always a tough building to play in, and Colgate's got that new rink now that's awesome also, so it should be a fun weekend up there.
So what was the video session like Saturday morning after the Cornell game? It sounded, Rick after the Colgate game, it sounded like he said he didn't light you guys up. It was more positive and showed you guys what we need to pull out of the Cornell game and change and get better.
Yeah, especially after a Friday night game, the turnaround is so quick that you don't have, especially with our league, you don't have a lot of time to get down on yourself. So we sort of had to say, that one's in the past, this is what we need to do differently tonight, and then make sure that we went out and did that.
You guys are right now in 8th place. I'm sure going into the season, you didn't think you were an 8th place team. But that it is what it is. You're where you are. How high do you think you can get with 4 games? Do you guys standings watch?
A little bit. I think you see it a little bit, just sort of that's sort of tight up there at the top. So hopefully, if we can just control what we can control with these last 4 here, I think we can make quite a big jump. I'm not sure numerically, but I know that we can make quite a big jump, and that home ice advantage is obviously always big in the first round, so that's something that we're shooting for.
So if someone would have told you at the beginning of the year that you guys were going to be in 8th place with 4 games left in the regular season, would you have believed it?
I don't think so, but I guess it's been every year is different. So I guess a lot of learning this year, and we're excited for these last 4, and then obviously whatever comes after that.
Beginning of the year, if someone would have said 4 games left in the regular season, you'd be in 8th place, would you have bought that?
I don't think so. Obviously, you set expectations pretty high for the season. And I think obviously we have a great team, so I wouldn't think so. But every team in our league is really good. You can see by how close the standings are this year, and the season's not over yet. So hopefully we can jump up a little higher in the standings here, and it's going to depend on how we play these last 4.
These last 4 was one of the big takeaways off last weekend that you want to bring into these last 4 games?
Sticking to our identity, I think, has been the message for most of the year. But really last week, going into the game plan, I'm playing fast, hard, and smart. And I think we did that for a majority of the 60 minutes each night. So I think going into each game, 2 points is what we're looking for. If it's, could be ugly, but if we stick to our identity, playing fast, hard, and smart, I think we can, have a good 4 games and get going into the playoff on a good stretch.
Despite how inconsistent the team has been all season, you've been pretty stable on the same line with Cole and Liam all year. What do you like about playing with them?
I think both bring a different aspect to the game. I think Cole is obviously pretty heavy and hard. He wins a lot of face-offs. He can finish his hits, and he can shoot the puck. So if you find him in a shooter's ice, he's going to have a pretty good look. I think Liam is a playmaker, but he can finish too. Obviously, he leads the team in goals. But they're both really fun to play with. I think we work well with each other down low after we get in on the forecheck. We kind of have built this chemistry where we kind of know where each other are going to be in the zone, and when we're cycling and playing an O-zone play. But so it's been fun so far this year, and I think sticking together all year has allowed us to build that chemistry, and I think it's shown at times, and I think we can even be a little bit better and bury more chances and help our team down the stretch here.
Was that Princeton goal a pretty good illustration or symbolic of what you were just talking about?
Yeah, I guess so. I think, obviously going out there with under a minute on the clock, we knew we needed to get shots to the net. So, Liam and Cole did their job by going to the net and stopping in front. So I just tried to get the puck to the net there. And, yeah, I think it's, that pays homage to the chemistry we've built on and off the ice, and I guess knowing where each other are, but that's also our game plan is to just get traffic. So I think it's a little bit of both, but it's been fun playing with those guys all year, and hopefully we can keep it going.
With 30 seconds left, are you going out there? Is the mentality different, if at all, if it's a 2-1 game as opposed to a tie game, or at least you have the security of knowing, it's going to be hard to screw this up and not get to overtime?
I think your mindset may be a little different tied, but overall, with an offensive zone draw like that, the objective is to get the puck to the net, get traffic, and just keep offensive zone pressure on their D. And their forwards, that top line was out there, they want to score, and they're known for their offensive ability. So keeping them in the defensive zone, I think, was our mindset, and just getting traffic, knowing that we can score a goal too late in the game. So and it worked out in our favor.
Liam said you guys went out there with the idea of we're going to win this thing right here. Is that something you guys verbalized, or is it just sort of what you're thinking when you go out there?
Yeah, that's for sure. When we were going out there for that draw, you know, we know we could score, like I just said, and I think we've proven it as a line and as a team at times. And so, you know, we felt like we were going to crack through that game. Liam scoring early, but we felt like we had our chances that weren't going in. So we knew it was coming, and you know, why not at the end of the game to win it instead of going to overtime? So it's pretty exciting.
Rick almost had a slip of the tongue and called you Walker, Texas Ranger, as he does every once in a while. Has that been the case since you were freshmen?
Yeah. I'm referred to as Texas by Coach on a good day, I guess. If you know, just Walker or 25, I guess. But so if I'm being called Texas, it's a good thing.
Call you 25 or just Walkers?
Yeah, I might have messed up or done something wrong. Yeah.
What do you guys remember about the last time you guys played Colgate and Cornell that you guys have to look out for this weekend on the road?
Yeah, that was a very inconsistent weekend. Yeah, we don't really like to relive what happened against Cornell, but I think it was a good learning lesson for us. Obviously, Cornell is a big team. They play a heavy game, and they took it to us that Friday night here. So I think, obviously, we can't take Colgate lightly. They're a really good team. They have a really good first line. You know, they're good up and down the lineup, too. They're pretty deep. So starting with Friday night, I think we just got to stick to the details, play a simple game, play fast, hard, and smart to our identity. And, you know, if we could play a full 60, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. And, you know, Cornell comes Saturday. We obviously owe them after, you know, playing pretty poorly against them at home a couple weeks ago. So we're looking forward to these two games. Obviously, they mean a lot for our standings here down the stretch and for pairwise. So we're looking forward to getting on the road tomorrow.
Rick's primary beef after the Cornell game was you guys weren't going to the net. Are they just naturally a tougher team to do that against? You can talk about it all you want, but I mean, their guys are all 6'3", 6'4" back there. Is that just like physically more difficult to pull that off?
Well, I think like Coach Bennett says, we're all the same size on the ice. So, you know, I thought, obviously, after watching the video on that Saturday morning, we were pretty soft as a team. And we just can't play intimidated. I think that's their style of play, is to kind of intimidate you. And, you know, their goal differential in the first period is pretty impressive. So we just can't be intimidated by them. We got to go out and play hard. And, you know, like we said, we're all the same size on the ice. So we just got to battle that extra inch, battle a little harder to get to the net, and hopefully good things will happen this weekend.